Life is pain. Existence is pain. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, where today we will be counting down our top 10 anime betrayals. So grab your bleach bottles, because we're in for a doozy.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Oh, and also there will be spoilers, so be a careful boy. Number 10 is from one of the best animes of all time, the Francis of the Filth anime. In this shocking betrayal scene, our beloved protagonist Papa Franco is casually reading some YouTube comments. However, an anonymous YouTube commenter turns on Frank, and he is left distraught at this utter betrayal.
You shut up, you have a weird voice, so what the? that was a pretty good one. He sure got me. He sure got me.
The emotion portrayed by Frank leaves a viewer shocked and heartbroken, giving this the number 10 slot on our list. Number 9 is from episode 420 of the Camp Steiner anime. In this scene, some dank boys play a spicy love song for two of the central characters of the anime, Brandon and Hannah. However, some of the other boys show up, and Brandon gets extra shook. In one of the most iconic moments of this anime, Brandon attempts to halt the music, but they keep on playing. He is then embarrassed in front of the boys.
Scott's coming.
No, just sit back down. Just sit back down.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
The fact that his friends did not cease their music makes this one of the most unexpected betrayals on the list, which lands it in the number 9 spot. Number 8 is from the Futurama anime. In this episode, Dr. Zoidberg is betrayed by Clamps when he murders Bender. Clamps then rudely calls Zoidberg Slick. Enraged, Zoidberg reveals his true name.
My name isn't Slick, it's Zoidberg. John Zoidberg!
Oh, and then they have an anime battle. The rage that Zoidberg emits in reaction to this betrayal makes it one of the best and lands at number 8 on our list. Number 7 is from the Important Videos anime. In episode 69, a fluffy boy attempts to demonstrate the proper way to consume a Big Mac. However, his associate comes out of nowhere and swiftly bamboozles his friend by knocking the Big Mac out of his hands.
This is how you eat a Big Mac, nigga.
Though the episode ends before we are able to view the emotions of the protagonist, it is implied that he took this action very harshly, which is just enough for this to end up number 7 on this list. Number 6 is from the Nickelback anime. In this heavy metal anime, Kurt Cobain is mourning a photograph and talks about how he got betrayed by his own feelings when he views the photograph, and recounts that every time he views the photograph it makes him laugh.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
We chose to include this unique betrayal because instead of involving 2 or more characters, it is just one character being internally oppressed, which is why we chose it for number 6. Number 5 is from the Bob's Burgers anime. In this episode, Bob has to do this interview with a magazine to get more recognized. He gets really nervous, so he goes to the bathroom to take a fat dump. Louise had previously put glue on the toilet, hoping that Jean would sit on it, but instead Bob sits on the toilet and gets stuck, dooming the interview for failure. In this instance, Louise not only betrays Bob, but her entire family. Oh, and also they sing a song or something, lol.
Bad stuff happens in the bathroom. I'm just glad that it happens in a vacuum. Can't let them see me with my pants down. Toasters magazine is gonna be my big chance.
the song portrays the feelings of both Bob and Louise, and we learn the true intentions of both characters, which is why this masterpiece just cracks the top 5. Number 4 is from the 3rd season of the prequel anime series to the classic Miyazaki Star Wars anime. Near the end of the season, Anakin begins to turn to the dark side. Obi-Wan is enraged that Anakin would do such a thing, so then they have an anime battle. At the climax of the scene, Obi-Wan warns his friend that the fight is over and that he is in possession of the high ground.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
After he warns Anakin not to jump, Anakin does the opposite and Obi-Wan is forced to slice off his legs and leaves him for dead. In this emotional moment, he reveals that he had believed Anakin to be his brother.
You were my brother, Anakin! I loved you!
He leaves Anakin to die, distraught. The fact that this betrayal is very personal makes it one of the greatest, and that is why we chose it to be number 4 on the list. Number 3 is from the Brother May I Have Some Oats anime. In the very first episode we see 2 brothers, and one of them is consuming oats. The oatless brother requests his brother for some oats. In an act of complete disloyalty, the pig with the oats refuses to give his brother some oats.
I have very few oats, brother. I must procure yours.
Sorry, brother, but you may have nuts.
That's it.
Disgrace them for the last time.
After this astonishing reveal, the older pig brother becomes infuriated with the younger brother and begins to clarify why he deserves the oats. This makes it to number 3 on our list, as the inflection in the characters' voices make this a very intense scene to watch. Number 2 is from the McDonald's anime. In this episode, a customer requests some Szechuan sauce. However, when he comes to the realization that there is none of the sauce available, he jumps on the counter and screams at the cashier, cursing them for betraying him.
I want Szechuan sauce. Where's my Szechuan sauce? I'm Pickle Rick. What beloved Dum Dum? I'm Pickle Rick. Rick. I'm Pickle Rick. Rick.
This makes it to number 2 on this list for the amount of sheer characterization put into this scene, and also because, when he leaves he runs with perfect form. And now for some of our honorable mentions. There were so many great betrayals in anime that we couldn't fit them all in this list, so we are just gonna be cheap and show the stuff that should have actually been on the list. Lol. And now for number 1. Number 1 goes to the Lazy Town anime. In this shocking scene, Robbie Rotten, the main character of the anime, is teaching the boys to be villains. Number 1. After informing them to follow his moves and sneak around and be careful not to make a sound, he is betrayed by one of his friends when he decides to step on a branch. He further betrays Robbie by touching the branch, even after he is specifically told not to.
Crunch! Don't touch that!
Then Robbie is further betrayed when his goons are supposed to throw a net that he just found when he says go. Instead of throwing the net at Sportaflop, they instead throw it at Robbie.
Go!
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
At this point, ruined, Robbie attempts to lay some banana peels on the ground for Sportaflop. However, the boys who he thought were his friends purposefully slip on the banana peels and Robbie is utterly destroyed and racked with agony, reserving this for the number 1 spot on our list.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away.
Agree or disagree with this video? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Now we are gonna make another list exactly like this one, because we are clearly running out of ideas.
and the